It's crazy how this show continues to bounce back to greatness pretty consistently after mediocrity every now and then. Like, this show's quality is so consistent that even I'm surprised. Like, not even I don't think even SpongeBob has been this consistent. And that's saying a lot, because it's in the big three, as you know. And while this one may not be in the big three, it's definitely, in my opinion, a top 10 show. Top 10 cartoon, more specifically. So, yeah, we're back with a great episode this time, so let's not waste any time and dive right in. However, this is going to be another quick one because there's not really a whole lot to say about this one. Let's discuss. What's up, what's happening, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, which is for anything animation, including two superheroes that fight crime on the other side of the world. Welcome back to Miraculous March 3. We continue to go deeper and deeper into the final stretch of Miraculous Season 3, and we are up to episode 20, Puppeteer 2. And then the next episode... Oh boy, next episode's a big one. So... yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that one. But for now, let's talk about Puppeteer 2. And once again, it continues to prove why Stormy Weather 2 is the most pointless episode in all of Miraculous. Because Gamer 2.0 is great, and this episode is great. So why is it that the one sequel that was actually, well, had a lot of potential to be something amazing is the one that turned into a clip show? It still makes no sense. But thankfully, the other two sequel episodes in the season are legit great. Like, Gamer 2.0, one of the best of the season, if not top 5 of the season. And then, this one, which is not really top 10s here, because there is a lot of great episodes in this season. But, it's still a great episode regardless, so we're going to talk about it. So the synopsis is that Marinette tries to arrange some alone time with Adrian. Well, to be more exact, Alia tries to get her to arrange time for Adrian when she's supposed to be babysitting Manon. Yes, Manon is back. Why is she back? I don't know. Plot purposes, I guess. They don't really explain much of anything, besides the fact that she's just babysitting again. Okay. I can forgive that, as long as the rest of your episode's actually worth watching, which this one definitely is. And, yep, Manon ends up getting jealous because no one wants to play with her because she sees Alia and Nino running off together, and she sees Marinette running off with Adrian. So, needless to say, Hawkmoth, being Hawkmoth, takes advantage of this, turns her back into Puppeteer a second time, and all the people in the Wax Museum become, well, puppets. And it's actually really cool because a lot of these wax figures that become puppets are like a bunch of the old villains from past episodes, like Roger Cop, Bubbler, who else was it? Sorry, Lady Wi-Fi, Anti-Bug, the Mummy, and even an evil Ladybug and Cat Noir, who, well, they try to trick the real ones, but it doesn't really work. I feel like this episode, well, not really having much of a horror edge to it, it does feel like an homage to horror, because this feels like a, homage to House of Wax, where, yes, you don't have them being controlled as puppets, no, I mean like the whole Wax Museum setting, and the way that they execute it. Like, yes, it's not one for one the same as the actual House of Wax movies, but it still feels like a loving homage in a way. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. And like I said in my SpongeBob video reviews, you put horror in anything, or you make a reference to one of my favorite horror movies, and you are going to get me very intrigued with your episode. As long as you execute it well. If you use it just for nostalgia bait, then you're just lazy. More hairs on my keyboard, I swear this thing needs cleaned. Anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much the episode. It's Ladybug and Cat Noir versus Puppeteer and a bunch of wax statues of past villains from previous episodes, which is a really cool way to call back to those earlier episodes in the earlier 2 2/3 season of this show, because we're past the halfway point of season 3, and we are so close to the end of the entire first 3 seasons. So, yeah, outside of that, I mean, there's a cool little appearance by Hawkmoth as one of the statues, and it's actually pretty terrifying at first when you see him attacking Marinette and Adrian, because you're like, oh, Hawkmoth himself is there? Oh boy, that ramps your tension up. But no, he is just a wax statue, and for the rest of the episode, like usual, he's in the background. Damn it. Oh well. But point is, this episode's still great. Seeing all the past villains back is great. The concept is great. And it's just a great, enjoyable, very fun episode. Like, I don't really know what else to say because I don't want to go into full spoiler territory, and because it's a sequel episode, so you should already know what you're getting yourself into. Point is, this is a great episode. I apologize for my rambling, but Final Verdict is an 8 out of 10. Easy 8 out of 10. Another great one in this great season of Miraculous. But next time, oh man, this is a big one. This has been widely regarded by the fanbase as the best episode of the entire show. Not just the first 3 seasons, not just this season, but of the entire series. And it's going to be a big, long review because it's a big, long episode. Like, yes, it's not longer than 22 minutes, but it's going to feel longer because it's nothing like your average Miraculous episode. And it gets pretty damn dark. Like, next episodes may or may not make you cry a little. What do I mean? Well, I'll tell you all about next time when we talk about the fan favorite conglomerate that is Cat Blanc. See you then.